Several families are without homes following a fire at an apartment complex in Battle Creek. Why officials say they won't be returning home anytime soon. Drownings in Lake Michigan have increased over the last year, raising concerns for beach safety. Why the push to bring lifeguards back to South Haven didn't make it to City Council. And vaccination rates slowing their pace in the state of Michigan. Why the road to herd immunity may fall short of the end goal. Today is Saturday, May 22nd.
Covering West Michigan to protect and alert you. This is News Channel 3, live at 7.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Hannah Knowles. Let's take a live look outside over the Cereal City. Let's see if we can get that camera shot pulled up for you. It's a beautiful day. Let's head over to meteorologist Christina Anthony for a look at your forecast. Developing overnight, an apartment fire in Battle Creek causing some serious destruction and the evacuation of several units due to smoke and water damage. Now, this is video from the scene late last night at Bailey Park Apartments just off Capitol Avenue and Penfield Road. Officials tell us all but one of the 12 units in this section of the complex was occupied. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
Well, at this point in time, it appears that it may have started from the second floor balcony. Again, that's all under investigation, so we haven't got any cause of origin yet, but it points to that area.
Penfield's fire chief says the call came in around 9 p.m. Friday night. Flames could be seen coming from the roof where residents rushed to escape the danger. Smith says the residents of the 12 units involved were unable to return home last night, many staying with family and friends as crews continued their cleanup efforts. It's starting to feel like summer in West Michigan, and in South Haven, it will be another season without lifeguards. News Channel 3's Lexi Petrovich joins us live now from South Haven to tell us why the Beach Safety Committee this week voted against recommending a lifeguard program to City Council. Good morning, Lexi. Our sister station reporter Selena Guevara tells us from South Bend, Indiana, why experts are saying they're not sure we'll reach that number, what they call herd immunity. According to Michigan's vaccination tracker, nearly 52% of residents 16 and up are fully vaccinated, and just over 57% have one dose of the vaccine. The state is about 234,000 first doses away from the second step of the Vac to Normal plan, which increases indoor capacities and lifts the curfews on restaurants and bars. If you're one of the near 50% of Michiganders 16 and up that haven't gotten a shot, you can get one today. Calhoun County is holding a drive-through clinic at Homer High School. It runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. No appointments is necessary. The Pfizer vaccine is available to those 12 and up. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is available to anyone over the age of 18 upon request. Calhoun County is collecting household hazardous waste items today. This includes oil-based paint and stain, fuels and approved containers, pesticides, medications, and more. No latex paint will be accepted. You can drop off the items a block behind the county building from 9 a.m. until noon. Participants are asked to remain in their vehicles and wear a mask.
They've been called the best crisis intervention team in the world. I'm Deborah Alfarone with the Maryland Police Department, creating a culture of caring.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. According to the Treatment Advocacy Center, people who suffer from untreated severe mental illness are 16 times more likely to be killed during an encounter with law enforcement. CBS's Deborah Alfarone talks to one of the best trained police departments in the world.
Time on the clock is 7:16, and it is time for morning trivia. We know that it's been hot outside lately, and Hannah, that means that we are moving slow. So I'm asking you, which of the following creatures, aside from myself, is the slowest moving? All right, is it the A, banana slug, B, great tortoise, C, three-toed sloth, D, the starfish? And they're all rather slow.
I was just going to say, those all seem very slow.
Yeah, you don't see the peregrine falcon on here or anything.
Oh, man, those are all tough. I mean, I don't even know because all of those are slow. A slug is very slow.
Gotta pick one.
A sloth. Let's go with a slug.
A slug. You would think. The slug is actually the fastest moving.
I was going to say starfish,
of all
and I was like, what if it can swim fast?
Yeah, so a starfish actually moves at like 1 yard per minute.
Oh, I should have gone with my gut.
Yeah, 0.006 miles an hour. Because usually I'm like at a 68. That's my room temp. But I had to go with like a 74 to try to.
Yeah. I was at like a 73, very similar. All right, thanks so much, Christina. One of the greatest events in the world is only a week away. Why fans continue to flock to Indianapolis and why this year is so special for many.
Covering West Michigan to protect and alert you. This is News Channel 3, live at 7:30.
Good morning. You're watching News Channel 3. I'm Hannah Knowles. We're watching West Michigan this morning. Here's a look at the top developing stories. Several families are without a home this morning after an apartment fire causes serious destruction in Battle Creek. Several units were evacuated following a fire at Bailey Park Apartments just off of Capitol Avenue and Penfield Road. Officials tell us all but one of the 12 units were occupied. Firefighters are still investigating the cause of the fire that they say appears to have started on the roof. It's another summer without lifeguards in South Haven as the Beach Safety Committee voted against recommending a lifeguard program to City Council. Members say they have concerns about the benefits of the program and the liability, while also saying current services have been able to handle lakeshore emergencies. It comes as 2020 was recorded as the deadliest year for Lake Michigan drownings with a total of 56. Nearly 52% of Michigan residents 16 and up are fully vaccinated, and just over 57% have one dose of the vaccine. If you have yet to get the shot, Calhoun County is holding a drive-through clinic at Homer High School from 9 a.m. to 1 this afternoon. No appointment is necessary. The Pfizer vaccine is available to those 12 and up. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is available to those over the age of 18 by request. Moving now to a live look over downtown Kalamazoo. Let's head over to meteorologist Christina Anthony for a closer look at our weekend forecast. All right, Christina, thank you. Let's take a look at coronavirus case numbers in Michigan. The downward trend continues as the state reports just over 1,100 cases, adding 38 deaths on Friday. So far, total cases are staying near 882,000 with nearly 19,000 total deaths. And some high school seniors in West Michigan have the chance to walk across the graduation stage next Friday. Portage Central High School is requiring students who aren't vaccinated to provide a negative COVID-19 test within 24 hours of the ceremony. One Portage Central parent says the policy is inconsistent with other districts. Officials say students who can show they've had COVID-19 within the last 90 days do not need to get tested.
It was a commitment for us that whenever we had big events like this moving on, like graduation, that we would continue to use the rapid test protocols to make sure our kids are safe.
To me, what we've done in the past has been sufficient. Let's just continue with this, and let's not add another layer of burden to the kids. They've already had enough.
Current state health guidelines recommend but don't require on-site testing for graduations. But state officials say that may change based on updated guidance from the CDC. It's the sound of an emergency, but local EMS is having a crisis of their own, with Michigan Emergency Medical Service leaders saying they need the state to respond right now. They've testified before a Senate committee this week explaining severe underfunding, making it difficult to hire new workers.
We sit in this hearing room today. EMS agencies throughout Michigan are unable to find enough paramedics to serve your communities.
Our EMS providers in the state get 10 to 25% of our cost from Medicaid.
Life EMS President Mark Meyer says the reimbursement isn't even close to enough, saying Medicaid only refunds about $208 and a small mileage charge. But to cover the cost of the response for one paramedic, an EMT, and an equipped ambulance, the cost is closer to $200,000, and the low funding means low pay and fewer applicants, causing workers to put in long hours.
It's completely normal for us to work 36, 48-hour shifts in a row. 72 hours is a normal shift.
Myers says at minimum, the Michigan Medicaid program should reimburse at the federal Medicare level to help offer competitive pay. Right now, Life EMS is offering a $10,000 signing bonus to attract paramedics to its Kalamazoo station. And in honor of the EMS practitioners helping the community, the Paw Paw Volunteer Fire Department is hosting its 46th annual EMS Appreciation Day. The day's honoring started in 1974 when Gerald R. Ford authorized EMS Week to celebrate the important work they do. The event starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon. An accused Capitol rioter charged with allegedly spraying chemicals on police will have to remain in jail. A judge denied Daniel Caldwell's request for house arrest, citing he's too dangerous. Most alleged rioters charged with using weapons or turning violent are being detained. Caldwell is pleading not guilty despite a video showing him spraying police and admitting to doing it on Parler. Some of former President Trump's Republican allies are seeking Arizona-style audits of the 2020 presidential election results in other swing states, including Michigan's Antrim County. Michigan's Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says Arizona is where the next chapter of the big lie is being written, that the 2020 election was stolen from Donald Trump.
Are you hearing the exact words Arizona-style audit being thrown around in Michigan?
Yes, we're hearing that, as well as forensic audit. What we're seeing in Arizona is really a high watermark of this sort of the big lie.
An audit of the ballots is being run by a contractor, Cyber Ninjas, and the Republican-controlled Arizona Senate using UV lights on ballots to find a secret watermark as part of a QAnon conspiracy and hunting for bamboo fibers in ballots to prove they were flown from Asia. Maricopa County officials, including County Recorder Stephen Riker, says the audit searches are dangerous.
It's a proxy war for this playing out on a national level. So I guess, yeah, we are the experiment in democracy here in Arizona.
Riker, along with County Supervisor Bill Gates, are both urging state and national Republicans to fight back with the truth.
The answer is absolutely not. If we start to have voices of Republicans saying Joe Biden was elected president, he won, we're not moving, we're not going to do this any longer, we're not going to have Arizona-style so-called audits in other states, you will see those numbers start to change.
The Maricopa County attorney may sue over claims by Republican state lawmakers that some election data was deleted. He issued a letter to the Republican-led Arizona Senate saying, "Save your documents." Happening today, the Community Healing Center is hosting the final day of Roof Sit. Fundraising will support programs for Children's Advocacy Center that works to help children victims of sexual and severe physical abuse. Today's schedule of events include tips for kids at local Shell gas stations, Parent and Me yoga for kids ages 5 to 12 and adults, and Woof Sit with the SPCA of Southwest Michigan, along with the annual Puppy Pile. You can find more information on the event and how to donate on our website, wwmt.com. One West Michigan lacrosse team can see the semifinals in their future. And is it a turnaround for the Tigers? News Channel 3's Andy Pepper has the latest sports highlights. That's coming up next. And it's a near beautiful day here and in South Carolina, the home of the PGA golf tournament this weekend. What golfers have had to contend with aside from other players.
And our forecast for today had to do it, Han. It's cloudy, showery early on, but we go all out sunny later today. Where that will take your temperatures just minutes away. Stay with us.
Welcome back to News Channel 3. Are the Tigers seeing a rebound in their season? Well, News Channel 3's sports director Andy Pepper shares how they fared and gives us a look at the semifinals for Portage Lacrosse in today's Sports Minute. Taking you down to South Carolina, home of the PGA Championship tournament this weekend. You can see that beautiful coastline, but also notice contenders have had to deal with a lot of wind so far. And in addition to nature, golfers also dealing with this. Small alligators. This one took a stroll on the fairway during the second round of the championship. causing a bit of a delay. I think I'd rather take the wins over the alligator. You can follow continuing coverage of the PGA tournaments this weekend right here on News Channel 3. The third round goes live at 1 p.m. I mean, I would freak out if I saw an alligator on the golf course.
Yeah, who wouldn't? I mean, alligators are pretty scary, even the small ones.
I know, but they probably don't go as slow as those animals in trivia today, so I would be freaking out.
Yeah, right. Not as slow as a slug, that's for sure. And that means that we have a pair of comfy days in store for Thursday and Friday. Temperatures in the 70s.
Right. All right. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Christina. And one man is dead after his vehicle leaves the roadway in Ottawa County. The details as deputies continue their investigation. And swing states in the 2020 election could see an audit like the Republican-led audit in Arizona, while leaders are saying their actions are dangerous for democracy. It's a long shot, but you could get a little money back after your next car purchase. Why you should check under the mat before taking off.
30. The news continues right now.
Looking ahead to the top stories we'll be following throughout the day here on News Channel 3. Just into our newsroom, a crash in Ottawa County ends in the life of one man early this morning. The county sheriff's office says it happened around 2 a.m. A vehicle was traveling westbound on Fillmore Street towards 52nd Avenue when it left the roadway and hit a tree. Deputies found the driver pinned in the car, who died while being removed. They say he was not wearing a seatbelt. This crash remains under investigation. Firefighters in Battle Creek continue their investigation of a fire at Bailey Park Apartments. Several families were evacuated from the building just off of Capitol Avenue and Penfield Road. Officials tell us all but one of the 12 units were occupied. They are still looking for the cause to the fire's start. The audits of the 2020 election happening in Arizona could soon make their way to swing states like Michigan, specifically Antrim County. The state's Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says Arizona is where the next chapter of the big lie, stolen election, being written. The Maricopa County attorney may sue over Republican state lawmakers' claims, saying some election data was deleted, warning others to save their documents. Calhoun County is offering the COVID-19 shot today at its drive-through clinic at Homer High School. It runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., no appointment necessary. The Pfizer vaccine is available to those 12 and up. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is available to anyone over the age of 18 upon request.
Well, it's the most ideal situation. You pull up your car's floor mat while cleaning it, finding a whole lot of money.
Sounds unlikely, right? But that wasn't the case for one boy in Indiana. Landon Melvin was cleaning out his dad's car that they bought in September when he discovered the envelope. In it were checks and $5,000 in cash. The money belonged to a family in South Carolina. Forgetting they placed the money there. Upon its return, Landon was awarded $1,000. Talk about luck.
That's amazing. I mean, how many Pokemon cards is he going to buy with that?
Or ice cream. That's what I thought, you know?
It's a lot of ice cream.
That's a lot of ice cream.
I had some yesterday. I had to go to Dairy Queen.
I went to McDonald's.
What'd you get? The flurry machine was working?
Yes, I got an Oreo McFlurry. What'd you get?
A Blizzard, an M&M Blizzard.
Well, we are so similar.
Just had to do it. There's this place in Parchment that's really good too. They have trash can ice cream.
Oh,
I forget the name though off the top of my head right now. I'm sure y'all know. All right, and we have some more ice cream weather ahead. So your favorite ice cream place, your favorite custard place, I mean, it's there for you all the way through Wednesday. Once we get to Thursday and Friday on our Sealy Auto Group 7-day forecast, it finally feels more comfortable again, a little bit cooler, but I mean, still 70s, that's still warm. I mean, it's not going to be as hot, but it's still going to be warm.
So much ice cream weather, not good for the diet. All right, thanks so much, Christina. That does it here for us on News Channel 3. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning. Enjoy the weather. See you soon.